Hey guys, so here's an update on the coronavirus that I'm diagnosed with. And of course, I have an update for PCOS, anxiety, and depression, of course, because that's pre-existing. So, basically, from the looks of it, from all the findings, it feels like, and it seems like, because you can't really tell, and you can't really have a test on when you actually had or got infected with the COVID-19 or the coronavirus. I believe it's been going on for 3 weeks for me and my family. The only difference is they've been taking multivitamins, and being a mom, I have been busting my butt and taking care of the family. So, and also I had surgery. I don't have a gallbladder. I have multiple concussions. Let's get something going. I've had some health problems. I'm allergic to pretty much a lot of different things. So I feel like I might be more susceptible to the issue. I wasn't really diagnosed right away. The reason I was diagnosed was because I was just getting sick. For 3 freaking weeks. Just getting sick. Like different things. And it wasn't major. It's not something that you go to urgent care for. It's not something big. Like, if it wasn't in the news, I would have just taken some leave, which is a bad thing. And it's a good thing, actually, that I ran out. Like, we literally ran out in, like, a couple months ago. So it's a good thing that we ran out, right? And they found out that actually exacerbates it. I've been slurring a little bit. I've had some wine. We had a ribeye roast for dinner because YOLO. My entire family is infected. And the reason I say that is because you haven't left the house. My son hasn't left the house for a month. And he was sick 3 weeks ago before I was sick. And because he is only 2, I think that's the reason why his symptoms aren't as severe as mine. And before I was diagnosed, again, I was sick and I didn't leave the house. And my doctor never said to quarantine myself. He just said, do not leave the house. So basically he's saying, your whole freaking household is sick. So we're all sick. Who knows how long? There was something that I read a day or so ago that the virus can stay in your body for almost 40 days. So, or a month, right? You can't be positively checked and tested anymore unless you are literally, you look like you're dying. So I did request a few times with my doctor if I could get tested, and my husband could get tested. He said, no hospital is going to test you. They will send you home because you can still talk. So there is something called a mild coronavirus or COVID-19, and there is something that is a severe case. The severe case is you cannot talk, and or you have a fever of at least 104 and over, then they'll test you. And maybe you can't walk either. Since I can walk and talk, I do not have the privilege of getting tested. So, cheers. So basically, ever since my doctor told me that, have been thinking a lot, you know? Is this going to be the last day that I get to be around my family? Is this going to be the last day my son gets to see me? Is this going to be the last day my husband gets to see me? Is this going to be the last day I'm going to be in my home? Is this going to be the last day that I ever get to see them? My family is scattered in the world. My brother is freaking out, sending me things to make me feel better so I don't die. And sometimes I just like, it's like I'm cruising life, you know? And then sometimes it's like, I might fucking die tomorrow. I might not be here. I might have to be in the ICU tomorrow. I might never get to see my family again. I might never get to see my son again. I might never get to see my husband again. Ever. They might never ever get to see me. They might never ever get to say goodbye to my face before I die. I try to stay positive, you know. My symptoms are just on and off. Yesterday, I was so achy. If I was touched in any way, like brushed from the dog, my husband puts his arm on me, something, it feels so painful. And then the day before that, it was just like it felt like a head cold all freaking day. It's just, there's this chart that says how you can distinguish regular flu with COVID-19. I can tell you the freaking difference. The regular flu, it's right there, smack right there. It hits you hard. You're done. You're feeling bad. You've had it before. You know what it is. COVID-19 is a creepy little fucker. What it does is it'll give you a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there, a little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there. And what my doctor recommends is to not take anything. I only take Tylenol. That's the only thing I take, because I never bought NSAID again. I ran out, thank goodness, and I'm not buying that again because supposedly it extirpates it. And also elderberry. You know what happened before? I used to have elderberry, at least 2 to 3 bottles in my house. One is open and at least I have 1 or 2 reserves. And I always gave that to my entire family when we're feeling kind of off. A little sniffle here and all that stuff. And guess what? That is your enemy when you have COVID-19. And I ran out a couple months ago, just before all this nightmare started. And it was meant to be. Because if that was the case, I would have dosed my son with it, I would have dosed myself with it, and I would have dosed my husband with it, and we would all be in the freaking ICU with, like, nothing. Just, you know? The other day, I was feeling really, really bad. I wanted to record it. I tried to record it, and when I was like, after it, I'm like, man, I don't know if anybody wants to watch it. It's just so, I don't know. It was just so incoherent because my symptoms were so bad. Today, my son was goofing off, and he hit me in the head. He was rolling around and he hit his body on my head, right here. And all day, I've been off, like nauseous and things like that. And my head just hurt right here. But ever since I've been diagnosed with COVID-19 or coronavirus, there have been days, there have been times in the day that I feel like YOLO, or who knows, right? I've tried to be as good as I possibly can. If I need anything, as much as possible. We ordered it online. And the last time we had any kind of grocery run, I had to do it because I just did the groceries. Excuse me. When my husband and I did it, when he does it, he has to get video chat. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think we're good for a few weeks. I don't know if I'm gonna be around for a few weeks. But that's my daily life, is I worry. I worry and I stress. Today I was in a lot of pain, and yesterday I was in a lot of pain, and the day before I was in a lot of pain. But it's weird, it's like different things. And so I would tell him, I'm very honest with my son, and so I would tell him, Mommy, you got a boo-boo. I got a boo-boo here. I got a boo-boo there. You know, like, explain it to him. And he tries to understand as much as he can. He's only 2 years old. And, I want him to see me. And the time that I can't talk anymore because I can't breathe. That's my biggest worry. I don't want him to see me like that. I want him to remember me that way. And have that image in his head for the rest of his life. As I said before, my whole family is infected. Girl infected. So he doesn't have symptoms right now that are as bad as mine, which is good. He could just be a carrier. But I worry. I worry he's gonna have a fever. I worry one morning he's gonna wake up and that day he can't breathe. I worry he's gonna have the other symptoms. And then I'm sicker than him. Or my husband gets sick. And I'm sicker than both of them. And there's nothing I can do, you know? Because when you're sicker than the other people. Because when I was sick a few weeks ago, this whole fiasco started, I couldn't get out of bed. I was so sick. I didn't know what to do. Thank you so much for all the positive comments and the direct messages and the emails and the gifts. Thank you so much for that. I live day by day. I really do. And you know what really gets me? It's all these stupid people that have conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theories can wait. People that are dying cannot wait. Can't. Conspiracy theories and politics and religion and any kind of theory you have and any kind of bullshit you have doesn't really help right now. It doesn't help people like me. It doesn't help people that have loved ones that they can't go to because they can't visit them because they might be infected and they can't just go. They're being turned down by the hospital. They're being told to turn around and leave. Do you understand that? Do you understand? It's just stupid fucking brain not getting it. People like me, people like, I know personally, they lost their grandma because of this. Their mother is in ICU fighting for her life, and their entire family can't go see her because she's sick. She's worse than I am. She's worse than anybody in my family. Do you think those people, when you have conspiracy theories and your stupid, irrelevant opinions, someone I know had this situation going, you know? They're putting all these crazy shit on their Facebook about how this is some kind of political ploy or whatever, or some kind of religious ploy, or some kind of biological war or whatever. I'm just sick and tired of it. You're that bored at home, you're cheap to buy Netflix, to subscribe to Netflix or Amazon Prime or Hulu or whatever. You're sick and tired of watching TV? Get a grip on life. You don't have to go through what I go through every day. I wake up every day and I'm very, very grateful that I'm awake. I pay attention to my symptoms because if it gets worse, I need to go to the hospital. Do you wake up like that? Do you wake up thinking, is this the day that I get to say goodbye to my family and never get to see them again, and I'm gonna die with strangers in a hospital bed? Because that's how I live my life. You don't. But you have the stupidity to share stupid things like conspiracy theories. It's just so aggravating. I have family that are essential. They work in hospitals. They work in the food industry. They work in certain industries that they have to go to work because they need to support the community. And yet people out there are just spreading these nonsense that doesn't matter. Every time I see that, I feel like someone is spitting in my face, their faces, and throwing rocks at me. Like, I know isolation and lockdown is hard. I know. It's inconvenient. People are risking lives. Sometimes it just doesn't compute, you know? Certain things just doesn't compute, like common sense, stupidity. It just doesn't go together. It just doesn't go together. So yeah, kind of a feast today. My husband thought, well, YOLO, right? He got me something that is my favorite and his favorite, which is the ribeye roast, bone in, which I roasted in the oven. He got me some wine. And we had a fantastic dinner. And I went on my Facebook and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, people with the conspiracy theories. You know what I mean? Like, you just shut the fuck up and just focus? You want to focus on the positivity and think of, oh, a lot of people recovered. Did you see the number of people that died? Did you see that? How many people were affected by that? How many loved ones are battling with their loved one who died? Did you see that? It's not a fucking number. It's a person. But I think with this diagnosis, every day it really is. I try not to think about it, you know. I'm with my son, and the eyes of a 2-year-old. It's just, everything is new and amazing, and he has like my positivity, and I'm just trying to focus on that. And then you get tempted and bored a little bit, and you go on Facebook and you see the dumb people that put stuff in there. Fear brings stupidity out. I don't get it why people listen to people who aren't even inflicted. Does it matter? Does it matter? I'm affected. My whole family's affected. Why does it matter when people share crap that isn't real? It's the same thing as when people kept repeating the fact that Obama was a Muslim. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, who cares, right? Who cares what his religion is? But people were spreading it around. It's the same thing. It's like the people that are spreading it around, those are the people you don't listen to. Yes, they can share their opinion. It's not a fact. It's an opinion. It's not real. I wanted to vlog this because I just don't know when I'm going to be able to vlog again. I have scheduled videos. And I do, keep track and, get everything on schedule on my calendar and stuff. But it keeps me sane, I guess, but I feel like this is the time of our lives that we should really think of what really matters. It's not some pathetically sad Hollywood movie that might get some kind of award buzz. It's real life. It's real life. And I don't know. I feel like because there's so many dumb people in America, I feel like we're going to be the most infected on record. I'm not on record because I can talk. The people on record are like people with power, like politicians or billionaires, or people who can't speak or walk or have a fever of 104 or higher. Then they get tested That's the number you're gonna get for infected people. But for people like me, which my symptoms are on and off, and it's a roll of the dice when I'm staying home, or if I'm going to be in a hospital, I never get to see my family again. Give me any day. For me. Because there's just aren't enough tests for it. As sad as it is. As sad as it is. That's what I asked my doctor. Can I get a test? And my husband get a test. My son can get a test. And he said he had a patient prior that had more aggravating or more aggressive symptoms than me and my husband. And he was turned down by the hospital because he can talk. How crazy is that? But that's how it is right now, you know? I don't know if I explained this before, but I have a fundraiser going. It's going to go to me for medical issues, and the rest is going to go to the rest of my family for medical. And when we are completely 100% cleared, then it's going to go to other people that will be from whoever's choosing, whoever's going to be left standing to, if they need any help medically, financially, medical help. I know the GoFundMe situation still says PCS. I just don't want to do a second one and split it up. Like, who cares? They're just gonna get their cut regardless anyway. It's gonna be in the description section, so check that out. Thank you guys so much for the responses. Facebook, YouTube. It's been amazing. It definitely has been amazing. Any state out there that has like a big jail, like Cook County Jail, or like a big prison that's got a lot of civilians there, or correctional officers, try to reach out to the sheriff or the mayor or the county official or the governor, because those people still go home, and on their way home they're gonna probably infect people as well as their family, and their family can infect people they interact with, or they don't even interact with, but they go to like a store or a pharmacy to get essentials. So try to push that. I try to push that on my Twitter because it's very, very important. People might not think about people in jail or prison and correctional officers, but you have to, because of the fact that people that do work there still do go home, and they can infect people in gas stations, pharmacies, grocery stores, or anywhere they might need to stop by, as well as their family. And if their family are going for essential runs, then they're going to infect other people there. I just want this stuff to just get taken care of, you know? I want everybody to be healthy and happy and not worry about possibly getting infected or being this their last day or the next day. That's all I want. thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed my video. You're gonna hit the thumbs up, the subscribe button, and of course the bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. If you have the time and resources to do any kind of donation, down below. And of course, if you want to send me anything, do email me some checking information. I've had some issues in regards to receiving from every carrier, receiving packages. So to give me tracking information for that, email would be great. I always read my email, so let me know that. Anything else, let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys all the time. I might not respond to the comments about this just because it's very bittersweet, and it's so sad for me. But I'll try as much as possible to always respond as quickly as I can. And if I don't, it's probably because I'm not notified. I would recommend only take acetaminophen, multivitamins, and another thing is because my son is a toddler, his pediatrician suggested to give him like extra vitamin D3, and I do give that to him. So it's just, I don't know if it's the reason why their symptoms, his and my husband's symptoms, are not as severe as mine. I just started multivitamins today, and we'll see how it goes. But I've had the worst symptoms out of all three of us, and the only difference is multivitamins. My husband has multivitamins, he has multivitamins. I will put everything that they're taking, and I'm currently taking as well. So if you guys are interested, as much as possible, yeah. I have the worst symptoms out of all of them, but they've had pretty bad symptoms too. Like I said, the worst. It's not bad enough that I can get a test to the ER, that's pretty sad. So again, thank you guys so much for the support, all the comments. Thank you guys so much. The gifts, the emails, everything. Anything else, let me know down below in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys all the time. Thanks guys, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye. Hopefully. Bye guys.